You guys will not believe what I received just now. In fact, let me just read it out to you. It says, earn 25,000 rupees per month, sitting at home, working only 4 hours a day. Click this link to register. वाह, काफ़ी comfortable और lucrative job offer लगता है नहीं? In fact, last night I received another message which said that I could double my money in a month in some data entry job. There was a number mentioned, all I had to do was call and accept the job offer. मतलब घर पर बैठे double your money, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है यार. It's just too good to be true. I know this, so I immediately delete such messages without clicking on any link or calling on any number. But sadly, every year in this country, roughly 56% of job seekers, yes, that's more than 50% of people who are applying for jobs, fall prey to such fake schemes. Interestingly, most of them are millennials. Sample this. In November of 2021, a 34-year-old Manoj Chaube got into a similar situation. Manoj had lost his job in 2020, just like thousands others during the pandemic. So a year later, when a lucrative job offer came, he, in desperation, followed through. It was a scheme that promised to double his investment while he worked from home. But what happened next? Manoj had not imagined in his wildest dreams. Forget doubling the investment, this jobless Manoj lost 2 lakh rupees of his savings. And he is just one of the many. Since 2015, more than 300 people in Mumbai alone have been defrauded of over 15 crore rupees. The number pan-India is so alarming, the government had to step in.
आपको सावधान रहना होगा उनसे जो आपको रेलवे में नौकरी दिलाने का वादा करते हैं और उनसे जो झूठी वेबसाइट से फर्जी नियुक्ति पत्र भेजकर जाल में फंसाते हैं.
You must have seen these ads, right? Now the latest in the job scams is overseas job offers. Offers promising jobs in Thailand, Dubai, Singapore, Indonesia with bare minimum qualifications.
Indian nationals are advised not to get entrapped in such fake job offers.
Job offers that look genuine but are not. Company email IDs that look real but are not. Money offer that sounds exciting and is definitely not. Question is, how not to fall for these job scams? How to tell a real offer from a fake one, and to understand how exactly do these scams really operate. In this video, we'll answer all these questions for you, but before that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, press that bell icon on our channel. Okay, so to start with, we have divided this entire video into 2 parts. First, we'll tell you the different kind of job scams that are out there in the market, and second, how to check out for these red flags, signs to watch out for. Also, in addition, our team spoke with cyber security experts to understand what not to do when considering a job offer. So let's begin with the common tricks used to fool desperate job seekers.
25 दिन में पैसा डबल.
25 दिन में पैसा डबल.
Paisa, money, the sole driving purpose to lure vulnerable candidates. The plan behind these scams is quite simple. 3 simple steps and your money is gone. You've been frauded. Step 1. These scamsters reach out to gullible, vulnerable job seekers. These are usually people who have either lost their jobs and desperately looking, or those who are unhappy with the current job and seeking, to change, etc. By the way, all this information is very easily available on social media, on job sites, etc. So it's quite easy for people to get their hands on this. But in both these cases, if you're looking out, don't have a job, or unsatisfied, the candidates become a perfect target for scamsters. That's when comes in step 2. They convince the candidate to make a payment, calling it a job application fee or a security deposit. Money will mostly be extracted by 2 methods. They'll either send you bank account details asking you to transfer the money, or these days, which is more popular, sending in a UPI link with the amount already entered beforehand. Generally, this amount is not huge, so desperate job seekers feel like, without even checking the veracity, we'll send out this money. That's a small step, and maybe I'll get a job. And that's where they get trapped. Enter the final step 3. Money and the job offer both gone. The number from which the fake agent contacted you will be out of service. No way for you to get back the money deducted from your account already. So, how do these scamsters really trap innocent people? We did some research to find out few popular ways in which they find their targets. In fact, there are a couple of more sort of crazy ways and samples that we came across during our research, and I'll take you through that. One says, we are reaching out from a reputed job portal with an offer. Now, generally what will happen is that fraudsters pose as recruiters from companies such as Naukri.com, Monster.com, and they say that they've been hired by these reputed companies and your CV has been shortlisted, and they will send you an SMS, email, or even directly call these candidates. The other one is job in exchange for money. ये मैसेज भी बहुत लोगों के पास आता है. In such scams, the fraudsters pose as representative of a reputable company. Let's say you could perhaps tomorrow get a call saying, we are calling from Moneycontrol, and they will use this brand name and tell these victims who are desperate for a job and convince them to pay a certain amount to get the offer letter. Just to be clear, by the way, Moneycontrol or Network 18 does not take any money at any point of hiring process. It's simply not on. In any credible company, no one will give a direct job letter and announcing a salary. There is due diligence, checks and balances that any good company will do. In fact, look at this next one that I received in my email one day. Hi Sonal, your CV was shortlisted for a company that I'm recruiting for. The position that you will be hired for will be mid-senior level role and the monthly salary is 2 lakh rupees. However, to complete the onboarding formalities, you will have to send 25,000 rupees to us. Can you believe that? Well, I clearly did not. So I did not press on any link. I did not call anyone and let go of my money. But so many people fall prey to these scams. In fact, one of the most popular places where it is rampant is actually railway jobs. In July of 2022, 3 people were arrested for duping 500 job aspirants in Kerala in the name of Railway Recruitment Board and pocketing money from them. Similarly, in 2020, BSNL warned job aspirants to be aware of fake job offers being circulated by, again, these fraudulent websites disguised as the telecom company. Sometimes they even go to the extent of a long con, meaning they would keep taking money, even provide you with this so-called training session, and in the end, no job, you have lost time and your valuable money. Another example, in March of 2022, 2 people were caught of running fake call centers scamming people of giving jobs, and they cheated over 200 people. And many times, people working in these call centers for these scamsters do not even know what they're working for, who they are conning. So, what to watch out for? Watch out for messages like these, especially post the pandemic, given that they are so common now. You'll get a message saying, congratulations, you have secured a job with an offer of 1,25,000 rupees per month. Just call on this number for further discussion. You'll notice there is no punctuation, nothing, just one line job offer. Reading these, some of you might be thinking it is so clearly fake, no? Only dumb people fall for it. But don't take this lightly. These scamsters build fake Facebook pages, LinkedIn profiles. They make it appear as authentic as possible. Even advertise these fake job vacancies and openings. Listen into the statistic. India witnessed more than 1 crore phishing attacks in the second quarter of this year alone. Phishing, you know, right? Popularized by this famous Netflix documentary Jamtara, which shows how these notorious gangs sitting in remote corners of Bihar and Jharkhand using multiple identities, multiple phone numbers, extract money from even the most aware and educated of the country. This now brings me to the next part of our video. So, knowing all of this, what should you do? How to tell a fake offer from an authentic one. Now, look out for the following details very, very carefully in the offer that you receive. Carefully check the email address and domain of the company or the recruiter. Now, since a lot of these large-scale scams happen in government jobs, remember that any government offer will come from their website. And in India, the domain mostly will end up being .gov.in. If it's from a university, a government university, it will end up with .ac.in. If not, the authenticity of the website is under question. And even in private jobs, for example, always double check the email address. Let's say the scamsters are trying to lure you into an offer coming from Network 18. Their email ID, instead of being nw18.com, which is officially our email ID, can be n18.com. Similarly, the website domain name could also be almost the same. Instead of network W, it could just be a V. Now, how many of us will really end up noticing this? How to notice this is, go visit the official website of the company you have received the communication from. A simple Google search will take you to the company's official website. But remember, this works for government jobs, even popular private companies. But what about startups? A new one mushrooming almost every day in different corners of the country. In these cases, connect with the startup's current employees on LinkedIn. There is simply no harm in checking the veracity of the offer. Which reminds me, don't forget to watch our video on the questions you must ask before accepting a startup job. That will really make you very, very aware and put you ahead of the curve and updated on what exactly is happening in that. But going back to the red flags for a moment, ensure you get in touch with the person from the company or the recruiting agency on your own. You might get in touch with someone who is trying to offer you a job. Better yet, visit the company if you can, especially if it's a private company. But do your own research. Try to get in touch with someone else from the company and check if the communication is actually genuine. Check the mobile contact details, another very important point. The landline numbers on the website. The website you have Googled, remember, not the one provided by the recruiter. When you do get through someone, you're most likely to get an idea whether that person you were speaking to actually exists in the organization and the company, and if there's actually a vacancy like that. And most importantly, do remember, no company, and by that I mean no good company, asks for money to recruit new employees. This is a rule followed across the world. So do not send any money. Do not press any unknown link. Do not give any bank account details to any recruiter. The moment the recruiter asks for money, that should be a red flag. And you should initiate step 1 and 2 that we spoke about. Even if some government job asks for money as an application fee, remember, they always do so through a proper payment gateway and not via third-party apps such as GPay or Paytm, etc. So ensure if there is a payment to be made, it's going through their portal. Also, do not click on any link or call any number. Most of these links in the SMS are links to malware apps which can hack your phone, retrieve personal data, and basics, right? This is another example. Very popular and sent out as a mass message to a lot of people. Dear, you have passed our interview. The wage is 8,000 rupees a day. Please contact. Discussion details, WhatsApp number, so and so. Messages like these, do not click on any link. The other thing to remember, do not ever give your passport or any other important documents. This is extremely important for people seeking jobs abroad. Even when you do get that job and you travel to a new country, there is no need under any circumstances, even for a day, for you to give your passport to the employer or the recruiter. This is one of the most common blackmailing techniques to not just get your money, but bound you to illegal labor in foreign country where you don't know anyone, you don't even know your rights. The other thing to watch out for, a sense of urgency, also a red flag. Many recruiters ask for your notice period when you're working for another company, but what if you're not? If a recruiter, without any physical or virtual video interview, and I'm emphasizing on video interview, hires you and asks you to join ASAP, know something is fishy. And finally, a red flag that you must always keep in mind. A perfect job simply does not exist. By that I mean, if there's a job posting which states extremely high compensation for a position that requires no skills, experience, seems too good to be true, it probably is. In all likelihood, it is a fraud. And hey, hang on for a minute. I'm telling you all these things and all these red flags doesn't mean you should alarm yourself and feel like there is no hope in this world for you to get a job. That's not the motive of this video. Remember how companies vet candidates? Sadly, in times we live in, we have to vet companies as well. So go apply. Make that perfect CV, which you already told you about, by the way, last week. So check that link as well. You have to keep applying, but do not get scammed. Whenever you have a hunch, come back to this video and follow the steps. It's quite simple, really. So hope you found this video helpful. For more such videos, you know what you have to do. You have to like, share, subscribe, press the bell icon, and stay tuned to Moneycontrol. Bye-bye for now.